Hello and welcome Wonderful Adventures. In this tutorial we're going to go over Godot's tile map, and in particular we're going to go over custom data layers. Let's get started. So I have here in this scene set up with a tile map, and if you already have a tile set, then you go down to custom data layers, and we're going to add an element, and we're going to name this anything. So I'm going to name it fire, and I'm going to change this type to an integer, and then I'm going to go to tile set. I'm going to go to paint, select a property editor, custom data fire, and it sometimes is a little slow. I'm going to change this to 10, and then I'm going to paint it. So when we think of tile maps, let's think of this. Here in this scene, if we have the coordinates of the mouse, it could be 16 here, 0.2, or whatever. But the tile map only deals with vector 2i, which are integers. It cannot use a float for a value. So the reason why is because you can't have a float in between these two values. It's one or the other. So we want to make sure that it's direct, right? So let's see first how we can convert to the tile map. So normally when people get the coordinates, they're going to get it in the global position, usually from the mouse. So when we pass it into this function here that I made, we're going to call a function, a virtual function by the tile map that converts global coordinates into local coordinates according to the tile map in the position of the world that it's in. Okay? So we're going to get the custom data from that position. And the way we do that is, at first, I would like to set this to blank normally, because if in any case that you have an invalid tile or a tile that doesn't exist, you will get an error and the game will stop. So you don't want that. What we will do to prevent that is just do a small check. If there is data there, meaning if the tile is in existence, if there's a tile wrote on that position that we passed and changed to a local coordinates, then we're going to change that tile's data into data. And the reason why I have tile data written here again, and you can see all of this, is just to show you that you can do it in one line if you want. But I like to break it down if you're dealing with other things as well. And so we'll say here if data is equal to fire, and will give us the data and let us know some things. If it's not equal to fire, then it'll say something else. So I have a small scene we can run to try that out. And what I have here is a sprite that I kind of redesigned a little bit for this particular scene. And so if we click on this tile, this was the first tile. So this tile should be 0, 0. And as we see, we got some data. And that's basically all the data we're going to get as far as data goes. But it will tell us if it's fire, if we did ask it. So we did, and it told us fire based on us saying if it equals fire, tell us. So the damage rate is 10. And you see here 8 and 11, well, some decimals behind the numbers. If we look at that and we can click anywhere inside the map of that tile, the tile inside the map, you can see that the floats are changing, but the vector 2i is not. It's staying 0, 0 the whole time. And that's what I mean by where the position is according to a global position and the local position to the tile map. This is still 0, 0, always. So what can we do with custom data? We can do a lot with it. For this scene, I wonder if we put the player into the fire, what it would tell us. Just go to the fire, and we just, because it's not going to hurt you, just go to the fire and you'll be fine. We just want to show everybody. Oh, I guess that happened. So we can do that with custom data. We can do anything with custom data. And I didn't do this in particular with custom data, but I can tell you what I did do was this. And you can do these functions over here in the Tilemap as well, as long as you're pointing to the sprites in a way here, like an onReady bar or something like that. You have to make a reference to whatever you wanted to change in this custom map. Or you can send a signal to here and have it change the nodes as well. And that's it for custom data. There will be some more tutorials to show you on how we can take custom data and turn that into some procedural information, get information from that, and also use it to lay the level out. Thank you for watching.